You just got to wait. Get in line like everybody else. Good things come to those who wait. You have to wait your turn. These things take time. We have all been told something like this. And if you're like me, you freaking hate hearing it. Now, we know it's true. From a logical, rational standpoint, we know that things do take time. I can't just go to the airport and immediately be in a different country. It takes time, right? Sure. However, you know there's something wrong with this by the way that it bothers you when you want to change so badly, when you want something in life badly, and people are telling you, you just got to wait, you got to wait, you got to wait. That anger, that frustration, that hopeless sensation that you get when you hear it is the sign to you that something they're saying is false. And you and I today, we are going to go over exactly why that is a lie. And it's not only a lie. I'm going to tell you the truth. When it comes to mental health, telling people just get in line like everybody else, it takes time, good things come to those who wait, is actually doing more harm than good. It's actually hurting people more than it's helping. For people who are struggling with depression, it gets worse for them when they abide by that line of thinking. And so if you're teaching that line of thinking, you are making it harder for somebody else. If you're believing that line of thinking, you're making it harder for somebody else. That's not the only reason, but that's one of them. So today, you and I, we're going to call BS on that whole line of thinking. We're going to do that like this, okay? We're going to talk about why it seems to take forever to change. We're going to talk about how going too slow is actually killing you. And then I'm going to share with you 3 tips that I have used for 21 years that helped me get stronger faster. They're going to help you get stronger and faster. And look, when it comes to mental health, that is the goal. How fast can I get strong against this crap? How fast can I get better at handling this darkness? How fast can I get better at working through fear, through doubt, through insecurity, through shame, blah, 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 blah. The faster I can get stronger at handling my emotions, the better I'm going to be at life, the more I'm going to be able to do for somebody else, and the less room for depression, shame, insecurity, anxiety there's going to be in here. So let's get into it, okay? First, why does it seem to take forever to change? Now, if we're talking about change, okay, a couple things real quick that we need to go over. This is you. This is where you are today. It's how you feel today from this moment going forward. This is you. There's a line, okay, all the way over to where you want to be, how you want to feel, the life you want to have, the kind of person that you want to be. There's a lot of space and time between where you are now and where you want to go. There is, right? And a lot of these little dots up here, these are all the tiny little decisions, little sacrifices that you have to make. It's the little investments. It's the little risks. It's getting the little helps along the way. They're going to help you get here. All right? But we are calling out BS. Remember? Who said that this has to take a lifetime? I had clinical professionals telling me that what I was going through was never going to be cured. It would never stop, and or that it would take a lifetime to do. And I've proved them all wrong. And I will help you prove them all wrong. Nobody, there's no universal law. It's not in the Bible. It's not in the spiritual realm. Nothing is saying that there has to be a lot of time between where you are and where you want to be. Nothing is saying that. And here's the biggest point of proof that it doesn't have to take a lot of time is that the only moment that you're alive is right now, truly. The only moment that truly matters in your entire existence is right now. Because right now is the only time that you can actually choose, you can actually think, you can actually do, you can act, you can believe. It's right now. 2 seconds ago is gone. 2 seconds ahead of me, I can't do anything about. It's just right now that I'm truly alive. Okay? And the distance between here and here is right now. Is right now. Now, that's the truth about where you are in growth and mental health. Okay? This is a journey, yes, but it's not supposed to take forever. I'm going to tell you why, though. Why it seems like it does take forever. The number one reason, from my experience, 21 years of battling clinical depression, suicide, anxiety, insecurity, reactive attachment, all sorts of crazy stuff, and helping other people do the same, it has shown me that the reason why people take forever to change, why they end up getting stuck, is actually a math formula. There's a math formula for this. I'm going to go ahead and write it down for you right here, okay? It's this. D equals ST or RT, depending on where you come from. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. Distance equals velocity times time, okay? How far you go is based completely on how fast you're going and for how long you're going that fast. It's the exact same for life. The distance, again, remember, the distance between where I am and where I want to go, that distance is based on how fast I'm going and how much time I'm going that fast. That's it. There's no speed limit to mental health. There's no time limit on how long it's going to take you to change. There isn't. And it doesn't mean that one day you're going to just not deal with things anymore. That's not what it means. And when I talk about changing and getting better, let's pause real quick and let's go ahead and define this, because this is very important. When we talk about changing, getting better, we have got to start talking about it in regard to and in reference to what I control. So much of the mental health industry looks at depression and talks about the severity of depression and the lack of depression or the healing against depression based on the sensations of depression. All of it is coming down to, what am I feeling? I knew that I was overcoming depression not when I felt better, because I didn't feel better. That's the truth. I still felt horrible. I still at times feel horrible, but I knew I was winning when I could see that, oh, hey, what I'm feeling is not impacting my family anymore. What I am feeling is no longer affecting my decisions. What I'm feeling is lasting less and less and less time, and is having less and less and less impact on what I decide to believe and do in the moment. I was getting stronger. I was able to handle my emotions better. I was able to process through the lies and the filth and the muck quicker. So I was able to get back to clarity and vision and purpose in my life. So the depression was down, because it was losing its control on me. And because it was losing its control on me, it was losing its control and its impact on the people that I loved, which helped me feel better, which was another way of, I just multiplied my healing process. I started to grow fast. I started to change fast. And when I started to change and grow, I saw how that was impacting my family. And that helped me change more. It helped me feel better about myself. It helped me feel more peace. It helped me to see that I'm not actually a loser. Look, there's the proof. And that's better. That's what better really is. Okay. So again, it's a simple math formula. It's distance equals speed multiplied by time. This is why most people get stuck, because they, over a long period of time, like for me, it was almost night and day. I changed so freaking fast. I went to bed one night as one Greg, and I woke up the next day as a completely different Greg. It's true. I have people you can talk to about this. You can believe me if you want to. I don't care. I know it happened. It happened because I said, I'm not going to make this time span 45 years, right? I said, nope. This time span, I don't even want that time span to be 10 years. Nope. I said, right freaking now, I'm going to be different now. Of course, I still had things to iron out. I still had character flaws, issues. I had a lot to heal from. I had a lot of things to undo in my mind, to think differently. But I was changed because I decided, you know what? I'm not going to let it take that long. It doesn't need to take that long. Nobody told me that it should take that long. All right? So I told you that we're also going to take a look at how going too slow is killing you. Going too slow makes it harder to grow. Going too slow makes it harder to win. Going too slow can actually cause you to die emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Okay? If I'm crossing a road with my family and a car spins around the corner real quick and I don't react immediately, I could lose my life or the life of my loved ones. Right? Going too slow in that moment would be very, very bad. If we're talking about romantic, intimate relationships, guys do not want girls who are flaky about their commitments. They just don't. It's not sexy. It's not attractive. Girls do not want guys that are flaky or who are stalling about their commitments. They just don't. The longer you're taking to commit to a good, wholesome, intimate, romantic relationship and move forward with a covenant, with a promise, with marriage, the worse you're making it for yourself, you're going to end up losing that relationship in most cases. We're talking about fitness. We all know you can't just go to the gym for an hour and get jacked. However, if you're going slow, right, you're not sweating, your heart rate's not up, you're only working out once or twice a week, and you're not changing your diet, you will actually get worse. You're not helping yourself. You're actually going to be making it worse because your body's decaying over time. You look at a job. The employer extends you an offer. Hey, we want to hire you. And you're like, well, I need to think about it. And then you take too much time. They're going to say, sorry, Greg, we needed to fill this position. There was another candidate that was as qualified as you were. They were more eager than you were. We gave them the job. A decision will be made for you. Going too slow is killing you. And you have believed, somebody lied to you and told you that your mental health journey is going to take however long. Okay, either they lied to you or they admitted the truth. And the truth is it does not have to take a lifetime. It doesn't. It doesn't. And that is the power of the human spirit. That is the power of God. That is the power of faith in the right actions. When I get my mind and my body, my time, my body, my soul, my spirit in order, and I do the right things with them, life changes. Now, I told you I was going to give you 3 tips on how I grew stronger faster and how you will grow stronger faster, okay? And I need to equate that to driving. I've been on this path for 21 years. Very early on in my path, I realized that if I approached my mental health the same way that I was approaching driving, I would change a lot faster. So let me go ahead and explain to you how I drive, okay? I may or may not go 5 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit on the highway. I do not like staying in the left lane if there's somebody in front of me. I hate people cruising in the left lane blocking traffic. It drives me freaking nuts. So how I drive is I focus on what I control. I know that sounds weird, but let me go ahead and break it down like this. There are things with traffic you can't control. You can't control if someone's going to just park it in the left lane. You can't control if there's an accident most of the time. You can't control if there's a traffic jam, right? This stuff just happens. You can't control whether other people are going to be safe or paying attention. What you can control, what I control, is how fast I'm going, who I'm following, and what lane I'm in. I control that. I applied that same line of thinking to my mental health, and that's why I changed almost overnight. That's why I changed so fast. That's why even people that were above me on the journey or next to me on the journey, I have just gone beyond. I just have. Because I applied the same. I controlled how fast I was going. I controlled what lane I was in, and I controlled who I was following. Now, look, whoever told you that there is a speed limit on this journey, again, they're wrong. Before we get into the 3 steps, I just want to make that abundantly clear for your sake. You may not be doing everything wrong. You may not be as broken as you think you are. You're probably just believing that it's supposed to take longer than it is. And inside your heart, your heart knows that's not true, but it doesn't know why. And that's where a lot of that tension is coming from. And the sooner you can accept, this doesn't have to take forever. I can change quickly if I want to. I can heal quickly if I want to. I can be stronger faster if I want to. The faster you realize that and you take it in and you commit to it, the better everything is going to be for you quickly. So I want to talk about the 3 steps, but first, the inverse of the 3 steps. The reason why, again, it seems like it's taken forever is the distance, speed, time thing. You are lacking urgency. You're being lazy and you're apathetic. You're truly apathetic. Even though you're miserable and you're tormented by what you're going through, you're apathetic. Right? Even though you want things to change, you're being lazy. You are not doing what you should be doing, and you know that. And you're not having a sense of urgency, mostly because you're either hopeless or you believed it's supposed to take forever, or you're just so comfortable in your little pleasures in life that you don't really have a reason to change right now, even though you want to. So these 3 steps, let's break this down. I'm going to give it to you and we'll get out of here. The 3 steps for changing and becoming stronger faster. Number 1 is that you need to make changes as rapidly as you can. Just like in traffic. If you don't want to be behind the person you're behind and there's an opening, take it. Take that opening. Of course, you're going to have to be safe and cautious. It's not a racetrack, right? But you have to start making decisions as rapidly as you can and changes as rapidly as you can. You could have merged safely, but you didn't at that time, and now you're stuck behind this person again. Good job. Merge as safely and as rapidly as you can, okay? Number 2, you have to actually follow the people who are going where you want to go as quickly as you want to go there and who have what you want. Just with the traffic analogy, you're stuck behind somebody going slower than you want to go, and it's raising your cortisol levels. You're getting stressed out and frustrated because this jackhole won't just get out of the left lane because the left lane's for passing, right? But it's your choice to stay behind him. It is your choice to stay behind him. You have a choice to wait for an opening and to take it, or to just stay behind them and wait for them to magically realize that they should move, which isn't going to happen. You know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. Now, look, this is the same thing about taking advice from people who don't have what you want in life. When it comes to your mental health, your relationships, your finances, you are not learning and receiving from people who have what you want, and that is why you're stuck. You are only going as far as they have gone. They're not pushing you ahead. You're not following somebody that's actually worth following. You're not learning from somebody who's actually worth learning from, and you are stuck because of it. This is very important. Number 3, change lanes. Change lanes. The faster that you can change lanes, the faster you're going to get to where you want to go. Now, you think of this in the traffic analogy. Let's break this down a couple different ways. Number 1, people, like, next time you're driving, pay attention. The right lanes will be open, and the left lane is going to have cars backed all the way up behind that one jackhole who's just not passing anybody and he's not merging. People are going to line up and just wait for that person to move. They're just waiting for circumstances to change. You cannot be that kind of person if you want to overcome your depression. You cannot be the kind of person that just waits for their circumstances to change. Your lane, using the driving analogy again, your lane, the lane you're in that's keeping you stuck is dictating your behaviors, your beliefs, your thoughts, and your expectations. All 4 of those things on your past, on your emotions, on your environment, and on the negative thoughts that you have. You have shaped your entire life around your emotions, your negative thoughts, your past, and now your life matches those things and you wonder what's going on. You have to get out of the lane. I remember the first time I realized I am not what I feel. I was like, oh my gosh, what a sense of freedom. What a sense of freedom. Just to realize that blew me away. I'm not what I feel. Holy crap. That's good news because I felt really bad stuff. That's good news for you. Change your lane. There's a lot of deep work that comes into changing the lane, and I will offer this to you because this is what I do. This is what I help people with, is doing that deep work, the deep work of their identity, the deep work of their future, the deep work of who they really are and how they're supposed to live. I help them take the guesswork out of it. But check out my website, gregwanberg.com for that. That's not why we're here today. Today, I just want to inspire you. If you start following the right people, stop getting stuck in traffic behind the jackhole that won't pass anybody. If you change lanes, if you just realize that you are not actually defined by your past, your emotions, your negative thoughts, and if you make those changes and the changes as rapidly as possible, you are going to get stronger faster. Your life is going to be better, and you are going to be able to give more to the people that you love, which is going to help you find more freedom, more power, more purpose. You guys, again, my name is Greg Wanberg. I am the coach for dads battling depression who want to create purpose from the pain and change their bloodlines forever. Please let me know in the comments your thoughts on this video. If there's something about this topic that I didn't cover that you're curious about, ask me. I got you. I love you. We'll talk to you soon.